Students, welcome back to our channel Mechanical Engineering Made Simple. Okay, today we will see a new chapter. We will start a new chapter that is called heat treatment process of steels. In the first place, we will see what is heat treatment, why it is needed, what is its importance, and how many types of heat treatment processes are there, etc. So we will have an introduction class today. So then we will move slowly further. So we will have the overall idea of the different heat treatment processes which we will be discussing in this video, right? But as this topic is not very important, but very likely sometimes you may be asked one question or two questions here and there, so we will definitely discuss, but definitely we will have the overall idea of all the different heat treatment process of steels. Okay, let us start. So now heat treatment is defined as a combination of operations involving heating and cooling of a metal or alloy. So here you will cool or heat both metals or alloys under certain conditions. Here conditions means the temperature, okay, prevailing thermal conditions, okay, that can produce better properties. Now what is the main intention of going for heat treatment? So the main intention of going for heat treatment of steels or any other metals or alloys is that we want to improve the mechanical properties. So now let us see what are the why heat treatment is done. So heat treatment is done for the following reasons. First of all, to relieve the internal stresses that are produced by welding, casting, forging and cold working. So normally we will manufacture products through all these production process like welding, casting, forging and cold working. So during the process of manufacturing, so they will develop the components or the products will develop certain internal stresses. To relieve those stresses, we would like to give the heat treatment on these products. Next, hardening or strengthening of metals or alloys. Sometimes we need hardened, okay, or strengthened metals or alloys. So for this also we will be going for heat treatment process. Next, to increasing the ductility and toughness of metals. So normally, so for example, if you see the copper, it will have good ductility. So what is the ductility? It is measured by the percentage of elongation. That's we have seen when we are discussing, okay, the property of ductility. So this is given by the change in length by original length into 100 when it is subjected to load. Okay, for example, copper when it is subjected to tensile load, it will have good ductility, it will undergo deformation. So this will be used in ornaments, etc. So to increase the ductility and toughness of the metals also. Toughness also we have seen, it is the capacity to absorb the energy till breaking point. Right. Next, to changing the grain size. So grain size is one more important parameter or the property. So which we are going to refine it by way of heat treatment. That is another main intention. Next, to improve the machinability. So what is the machinability? The ease with which a metal or alloy can be machined on any production machine, that is the machinability. So to improve the machinability also we will go for the heat treatment process. Next, to improve the corrosion resistance. Corrosion resistance, when the metals and alloys are subjected to some chemical atmospheres or chemical liquids or even air also, okay, so they will be rusting. For example, iron rusts, okay, and similarly some other metals, so when they are exposed to chemical atmosphere they will be corroded. So to prevent corrosion also, to improve the corrosion resistance also, we will be going for the heat treatment process. Then to increase the wear and tear resistance. So wear resistance, it is basically used for the tools. So what is wear? So during the machining process, after machining some components, all the tools are subjected to wear and tear. So to increase the wear and tear resistance also, we will be going for the heat treatment processes. So what are the main steps in the heat treatment process, that we will see. So first of all, the heating the metal to a specified temperature. So when you do this, small grains will be combined and form large grains. So these are the different steps in any heat treatment process. So broadly they are classified as heating, holding and cooling. So in the heating, you will heat the metal to specified temperature. In this particular phase, small grains will be combined and form large grains. And next what we will do, we will hold the metal at increased temperature. So already we have increased the temperature in the previous step. when heating. So you will keep that metal or alloy at that temperature for certain time, for a specified time. So during this phase, all grains will turn into uniform shape and size. So reorganization of the grains take place and all the grains will get the uniform size in this particular phase. Next comes your cooling. So then after the holding, that means when after heating and holding, what you will do? You will cool. So after keeping the metal or alloy for certain time at that raised temperature or increased temperature, what you will do? You will cool the metal or quench in the different ways. So what is the difference between different media are used for this cooling? So cooling media may be oil, maybe air, maybe water. So depending on which the heat treatment process will be different, given different names, that we will see in the different video, next video. So here we will see one note and then then we will stop. If the component is heated to high temperature followed by rapid cooling process, so that will yield larger grains and they will break into smaller grains. So this, because of this, the hardness increases. Okay boys. So what we have seen today? So we have seen basically we have got an introduction to the heat treatment process of steels here, and we have seen what is the main purpose of heat treatment and what are the stages or phases involved in the heat treatment process for any metal or alloy. That's what we have seen. Okay boys. So let us stop here. Let us meet in the next video. So please subscribe, share, like, comment my channel, and there are two playlists in my on my channel, that is mechanical engineering made simple, that will be useful for all your examinations, competitive and academic examinations. Please watch, enjoy, learn mechanical engineering and succeed in your all your examinations. Wish you all the best.